In this video, I'm going to explain how to merge the scale data with MX Business and why it's so important to do it before you make any changes on MX Business. So, merging the data means is you import the data from the scale on a certain thing, like a product or labels or keyboard or anything. So you pull that data from the scale and merge it into MX Business. It's really important to do this for a number of reasons. One example is, say you've been using Velocity every day and you've been making price changes, name changes, and obviously you haven't been doing any of that in MX Business. But let's say you want to make a new information label. So you'd go into MX Business. Let's say you didn't merge the data and you made the new info voucher. You clicked OK. What would happen is when you click Export Changes, MX Business will send that product to the scale, but it will be with all the old data that hasn't been changed. So you'll basically be sending old data to the scale, which is a high risk, and we don't want to do that. Another example is you don't merge the keyboard from the scale into MX Business, and say you make some changes and you send it. It will send the one thing that you've changed, but you run the risk of sending old buttons and old keyboard information, which could cause the scale to be completely incorrect. So I always advise, every time you use MX Business, to merge all the data, or if you're an advanced user and you've been using it for a while, and then sometimes you might just want to do merge certain things, like just the label designs or just the database, to save time. But I would always recommend to merge all data before you make any changes on MX Business. So what you need to do is open MX Business, and you want to click Utilities, Merge Data, Merge from Scale. Click OK. Choose the scale you want to merge from. Click Next. And as I said, I always recommend to have it defaulted to everything. And then click Start Transfer. In my case, I don't have a physical scale connected, but when you click Start Transfer at this point, you'll see a loading bar, and it could take a few minutes, and it will load all the data from the scale into MX Business and update any old information. So that could take a minute or two, or a little bit longer depending on your network speeds and how much data there is. When that's done, it will tell you, so just click OK, and you'll notice that anything that's new from the scale will show up like this here. So it will show up in blue, and that's telling you that it's changed basically. So the next thing you want to do is click Utilities and Reset Change Flags. It's very important to do this as well, because this will reset all the changes. So when you click, if we just reset that now, click Reset Change Flags and OK. See, the blue is now gone. So that's cleared out any changes that was made. It's important to do this because it stops the risk of sending any other changes that was just sat there for however long. So as I said, I'd always advise to do this just before, as the moment you open MX Business, before you make any changes, always make sure to do this, and you'll be safe.